This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so now you understood about the variables. So I will do something at a small level, at a small scale, and then tell you what exactly the problems are. So this is a playbook, and here I want, or let me copy from here only. It will be easy for me. Yeah, this is the file. Huh. Now I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay. So guys, first tell me one thing. Are you comfortable with this code? Are you comfortable with this code?
What is
Yes.
built-in?
Which one?
Built-in?
This is the way to in the recent version of you can declare like this also. That's not a problem. Or the recent way they are emphasizing call out like this in the recent version. Just ignore it. This built-in. This is a common phrase.
Okay.
So are you comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Now there is a variable. Name is my name. Now this variable I am displaying like this. Let's just I'm displaying like this. So variable my name, which is on console I can display. And here this is the file which I'm copying. Okay. So you know that in the if you want to call out that variable under the quote, here I'm not using a quote. Okay, under the quotes you have to use the curly braces. I hope you remember. Let me show you that if you forgot. Here it is. Correct now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now what I'm trying to do is I am creating this variable in the file, which is index.html, and this is h1. My name is curly braces, my name dot dot and h1. This is index.html. So here I'm expecting this to be print Rajesh Kumar, which is here. Correct now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now let me check this out. This I'm going to name out temp. Temp means template.yaml and run it. Now call this temp. I don't need any more this, and inventory let it be TMP. Correct. Enter. See, file got changed here. Change true. You see that? Here also Rajesh Kumar printed. Can I check that now? Hmm. Not sure why it's not hitting. We should. Let me check the firewall. Maybe. Maybe. I don't want to manually do that things. I'm changing my approach of working. Firewall D stopped. Got it? Oops. Strange.
Approach
Manually
didn't work.
now. What is that?
Your approach didn't work.
Yes, but maybe there's some other region actually. So I need to check manually first whether it's a network issue or let me check this manually. HTTPD is running. What could be the reason for it? Can I ping for my machine? See that is the important one. 192.168.1.16 pinging is happening. 17 ping is happening. What is the problem then? Manually, let me do that. Systemctl stop firewall D, and this is what machine? This is 17. I manually edit this. Oh no. So first it's let me check curl http localhost. Oh, it's not trying. Okay, so okay, I understood the problem. I understood the problem. The problem is in the last session, maybe I had it last week or something. I changed the port actually. So approach everything is correct. Port number is not 80, which I changed last time, 81. Okay. So for that, I will do manually because I want to change through the code also, but not now. I want to do a little bit later. So for that, etc httpd and conf and httpd conf. Manually I'm changing it because I want to automate little later. Okay, so that was a problem and it was working. So I have to systemctl restart httpd. So same issues we will have in that server also. So system restart. Okay, so for time being, that is okay. Now, what I was trying to tell you, let me deploy this my playbook one more time. What I was trying to tell you here that I was looking for Rajesh Kumar, but I did not get it. I did not get it. Okay, I did not get it. Why? Why?
And approach didn't work.
Huh. So basically, you know what?
No, just okay. So the value
Yeah,
didn't appear.
yeah. So here, the variables which you declare, actually it is for only the playbook. And this file is not a part of the playbook. It's just us copying the file and pasting it, right? So for interpolations will not happen in this file. Okay. So now the question is, how can we interpolate in the file used in Ansible? That is a question. That's what I was trying to tell you the problem area. The question is, how can I interpolate my variable in a file which I used in the Ansible? Did you understand the problem?
Mm-hmm.
So for that, you have to use one module called template module. And this is what I was trying to teach you, templates. Okay, so what to do? So if you want to use the templates module, you have to do the two things. The source file must be in a .j2 format. Now we'll say, Rajesh, what is a J2 format? So J2 means it's a Jinga 2 actually. And Jinga 2 used in the Python. See, every programming language, there is some template concept is there. In Java also there is a template concept. Uh, PHP also there's a template concept. Python also there's a template concept. In PHP we call it blade file. In Python we call it a Jinga2 file. Now if I want to tell you at a high level, see, you are using LinkedIn and you see the same field. When I log in, I see the same field, correct now? But still we have a millions of pages, correct? So how this is being created? So basically they all use template, and same template, only the variables value change. Your name is Danish, you will see Danish. My name is Rajesh, I will see Rajesh. Same template, same skeleton, only one file is there for that. Are you able to correlate? So this is called template concept. In Python it's a Jinga2. So in Ansible, because Ansible has been written using Python, so you can use anything what you have in a Python in Ansible also easily integrated. So Jinga2, so template source file. If you want to transform, if you want to interpolate the file used in the Ansible, then you have to use the file source file Jinga2, and then module name is template. That's all, no complications. So here, instead of copying the things, which I'm removing it for time being, or let's create a new one. Actually, I need this code. Instead of copying this file, I am going to use the template module, and I'm going to use template module, and that code I am having it, and that code I'm having it. I'm having it, which I deleted it, and that is here, this one. So what is this Jinga2 file? You have to have it. Let me create it. Nothing big deal. cp index.html index.html.j2. That's all. Any file name, it's okay, ending with the j2. So this is done. Now where you're going to store it? So I'm going to store it var www.html index.html sorry, index.html. That's all. So that means you did this, renaming the file and use the template module, and this module will interpolate. So now can we try this code first and see that interpolation has happened or not? And save it and run it. See here, 16 modified. I think it's running on 81 port actually. I did not change that one. Yeah, happen. And 17 running on 80 port only. Here it is. Understood this template concept, all of you?
So basically, while copying, it does the interpolation.
Yes. Before copying, they interpolate and then copy that things, transfer the file.
So if I have right now, the way you are handling this is while getting copied, the variable is getting inserted.
Yeah, before creating a file here at this location with this
So
content, they interpolate the.
So okay, it's already J2. Okay, text.
Okay, so now what to do? So you will say, Rajesh, give me some user, some use case scenario. So let's do that. So there is one configuration file. So here, what I'm doing, see that here, configuration file is inside httpd conf, and this is the configuration file, okay, and dot. I copied that configuration file and I convert into the J2. J2, done. Now in this J2 file, I want to set this as a variable. What variable? Listen, port variable. Now save it. This is a file, port is a variable, so I'm going to use it. And what is the location? Here. And variable, don't use tab, okay, by mistake also. What port you want to run that Apache? So I want to run at 81 port, which I did last time. Okay, or any port for the sake of it. Are you understanding the concept? Port variable is here, it should be going here, and I should check the Apache. Are you? Yes. Huh. So this is the one, and what I'm going to do is vi temp and dup dup dup, and now see that. Let me run it. 80 port, 81 port, right? Yeah. So now mine was running 80 port. See here. What? Oh, is it running 80 port? Why? See. Let me check 16. I need to see that little logic. 16 is not running on 80 port, it's running on 81 port. Now the question is why this guy is not running on 80 port, 81 port. Okay, just a second, let me check. This is okay. Okay means no change. Okay, there is a problem. So let me see the code. There is a problem in that code. So the logic is this file and listen port number. Okay, port. I'm just checking that more temp and port 81. There's one space. Now Jinga 2 is in current location and it should go to this location. Everything is correct. Now it should run. Actually, let me rerun once. There's no error. I mean, there's no problem. I see that code wise also. Of course, there's no change. So why it's ha 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 ha. I got it. I got it. Tell me that problem. You only tell me the problem. I think this problem has helped me to get the next topic also. Tell me that problem. Quickly, guys. See, guys, when you modify the configuration of any application, don't you think you have to restart this?
From the application. Oh, yes.
Correct now? See, index is a static content, no restart required. Configuration is a not static content, restart required. But Ansible always was reporting, hey, your application is running and I don't need to restart. I don't need to start. It's already started. So what I need to do? Restart it. Understood, all of you? So the logic is important. So I need to restart and save it. And this time it will take effect. Restart it. And now it's got it. Now, did you understand that you can basically templatize everything? It's up to your visualizations. Use your creativity and see what you can create a template of. Make sense, guys?
Mm.
Okay, so let me bring my code back, which is copying. So this file is done, and here index.html should go. And I don't want to templatize this one. I just will keep it as it is. And this I'm anyways I did it, and this is my code. So now this is called template. Now next problems which I'm having is handlers. So what is handlers? So guys, there is a logic you need to think simple. So tell me one thing. Think and tell me, okay? Think and tell me. This is the code for restart.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me, do you need restart here? No. Do you need restart here? Yes. But this will restart no matter whether you want it or not want it. Oh, sorry, not want it and want it. Correct, na?
You're right.
Every time this will restart. So do
Right.
you really
Because
want to restart the application every time you small changes also?
may not be.
So what to do? How to deal with it? That is a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem.
So is there an
So
option that where we can say do it once in an hour or once in a day or something like that?
no. That is the wrong practice actually. Why should we wait for 1 hour or 1 day? Let's find out some innovative solution actually. And that if you understood the problem well, then that's where I want to introduce you handlers. So the question is, what is handlers? So let me first feed the code, then I'll explain it to you. Where is my code, by the way? Just a second. So guys, look at my screen very carefully. I hope the font is visible, no?
Yeah, make it a little bigger.
Uh, okay, let me delete this guy. And let me delete this guy also. Now it's okay.
Right.
Now see here, understand in a simple way. Understand in simple way. See, for this code, there is no restart required. If
Right.
there is a changes here, there is a restart required.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I have restarting every time. I
Right.
don't want. So what to do? Let's keep it this one started only. So if you keep this one started, that means if you have a changes here, it will not require restart and happy. This condition is happy with this. But when there is a changes here, then you'll not get restarted. Correct now? So the problem is, can we do one thing? If there is a change, please hear me out clearly. If there is a change here, when I say change means changed here, this is what I'm talking about. Not okay. There's no change here, change has happened. If there is a change here, then it will not restart. It's in that case, can we do one thing? Can we have a handler? If there is a change, this task should be executed. So now the question is, what is a handler? So please hear me out. Handlers is nothing great, but it's a task only. See here, this is a task and here is a handler. Both are containing the task only if you look at it very carefully. Handlers also has a tasks. Task also has a task. Then you will say, Rajesh, what is the difference then? The task will run without any call. Handler task will not run until you call it. That means you have a handler, it will not run. It will leave it as it is. But if you want to call it, then you can call it the specific task. This name is important here. And this task you can call it. Are you understanding now?
Whenever there is change, it will restart.
I repeat, yes, there is a change, then only this will be called. Now the question is, how do I call this task? Nothing great, just use notify. That's all. So let me do that changes in the code. This is the place. Just a second. This is the place. This is the place where I want to add the handler task. So what I'm going to do that here, I'm going to notify this add line. That means if there is a change here, then it will notify restarting Apache server, and here you're restarting it. So here you are doing was started. So that means the flow will be like this. This will be stored, copying the asset, and after that, if there is a changes here, then call restarted, else continue and check whether it started or not, and continue. So what is handler? Handler is a task which will be running only if you notify in a sum of that under the task section. Are you understanding the last problem we are fixing now? Got it?
Yeah. Yes.
So now guys, so let me copy this code. vi hand.yaml and port number I'm changing. Look at my screen, 80, back to 80, okay? Save it, run it, hand, enter. Now let's check it out here whether this task is running, because I changed the port number. There is a change here, so I changed the port number. See the copy, anyways, let it be. Template is changed here, and did you see this one? So yeah, now there is no change. So can I rerun one more time? And there's no change detected in the handler side, I mean template side. See here. So here there's no calling. So that is called handler. All of you understood?
Yes.
This is called handler.
If you change the variable, then it should trigger one more time, right?
If you change the variable, it's not a problem. The change should detect in the label task label. So if there is a task change due to happen any reason, whether it's changing the variable or whatever it is, change happened, change true, notify this task. Not true, not notify. Simple concept.
Okay.
Got it? So guys, this is something which is called handler. So now I discuss about templates. I discuss about handlers. So, so guys, some of the things I want to tell you. Are you comfortable with the tasks concept? All of you? Okay.
Yes.
Are you comfortable with the variables concept?
We'll have to work on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are so many. More than 35 ways you can places you can declare the variable. You need to work. Are you comfortable with the template concept?
Again, work.
Yeah. Are you comfortable with the handlers?
Need to work on it.
Yes. Now, I'm going to tell you the last topic. Probably the rules will not be possible today. I need 1 hour for it. I'm going to tell you one more last thing, and that is called fact variable. So what is a fact variable? So fact variable is nothing but the fact of the system. Fact. So I'll put it in image actually. So this is U. This is your ACS. Everything you have in ACS now. And this is ARS. This is ARS. This is ARS. This is Windows. This is Linux. This is Linux RHEL. This is Linux Ubuntu. Now the system information. Fact means system information. System information is different. Correct now?
Mhm.
So you know what? When you run the playbook and tasks in the ARS, you know what ACS is doing by default, by the way. ACS is collecting and gathering the system information. I repeat, ACS is gathering the system information, and that we call it a fact. Then you'll say, Rajesh, why can't they call the system information? Why they complicate the stuff? So basically, this is not their mistake. System information for the Linux or Windows is gathered by, there is a utility and module called factor. That's the reason we call it a fact. So basically, Ansible uses the factor. Chef uses the high actually. Different utilities are there. So that's the reason they call it a fact. Understood, all of you?
Mhm.
Now the question is, where do you see these changes? So I don't know whether you noticed or not. Have you seen this one? See, this task I have never added, but it's keep on adding every time I run the playbook. Correct? Huh?
Right.
So
Has an
actually,
impact.
so this is gathering of facts actually. Gathering the facts, and Ansible is having all the system facts, system information, and then accordingly they'll behave and stuff like that. So now the question is, okay, fine, I understood that system information we gather through there's utility called factor, we get it. Ansible gather it by default. Can you disable it? Yes, you can disable it. If at the playbook label gather fact false, you can make it, and you can make it possible. Okay, let me see. Just a second. Playbook. Just a second. Give me 2 seconds. You need to this file I have shown you, right? There's so many options, guys. Here there's a fact. Whether it's gather fact, here it is at the play label. So many options are there. Gather fact, you can disable it. So by the way, then you'll ask why I'm talking about how can I use that. So the huge cases of gathering facts is done in the conditioning and iteration. Now this I don't want to talk about right now. I'll talk about it next session. But I want to see that fact variable. That is the things which I want you to focus. Fact variable. How can I see that? So there is a module called setup module. Will you remember this? Module, setup module. So can I run the module? Let me see that. Ansible ad hoc command. What was the ad hoc command? Ansible, then localhost -m module setup. Enter. This is my system information. See, these all variables are fact information. Now I want to know the OS information. Grep OS. And see here, this is the host name, FQADN, here it is. Here you can understood. So this is the value, this is the variable, this is the fact variable. You can't change the system variable, system information. It's a complete information you have it about the Linux. This is ad hoc commands to get it, which I taught you in the first day only. Understood, all of you?
Mhm.
Yes. So you need to practice it, all this stuff. If you have a time, I can take one more session, 1 more hour session. I don't know how much you can digest. So, what do you think? We'll wrap up this session, or you
We'll
want me to?
we will continue tomorrow.
Tomorrow, are you guys are available?
Not me, but again, I'll miss the session. But Monday
If you
would be a
guys,
bit.
okay. If you guys are available in the weekend, do let me know in the chat also. Or else we'll
Okay.
meet up on
What
Monday.
what time? Oh, anyways, let's not complicate. Okay, let's meet on Monday, and
Okay.
in the meantime, we'll get chance to work on these new concepts.
Yeah, I'll send you the recordings and notes in next 30 minutes, and we'll get started.
Sure.
Okay. So guys, one more thing.
Okay.
Again, I'm telling you because you have to just let me stop the recording.